Epimanly, for the well-groomed man of the 90s. Epimanly gently removes unsightly nose hairs, and because Epimanly takes the hair from the root, you can go longer between trimmings. Epimanly's patented lift and yank action gently lifts and yanks the hair from the root. Epimanly's turbine rotary blades cast a gentle breeze over your face. Epimanly, for the well-groomed man of the 90s. Sold at fine stores everywhere.
Epimanly.
Epimanly.
Epimanly, for the well-groomed man of the 90s.
Here at Northwest Airlines, you can fly cheaper than any other airline in the industry. We've got the oldest planes in the industry. That makes it cheaper. We've also gone to the trouble of bilking your local government out of hundreds of millions of dollars. This also makes your airfare cheaper. Remember, Northwest Airlines, the cheapest way to fly. Second attempt. One. Blue's a lucky one.
3, 4, 5, 6.
This is a healthy competition going on here.
7, 8, 9.
You got 9? 10! Yay! You got it! A new world record! Yay! What do you have to say for yourself?
11,
Oh my God.
12,
12! 13!
14,
14!
15,
15!
15.
15! Now, what's your name again?
Alex Kraus,
Alex Kraus from...
Sturgeon Bay.
Thank you, Alex Kraus. Welcome, welcome, welcome back to Truth Quest. My name is Aaron Moriarity. I will be your host, and we're going on a quest for truth together. There you go. Alrighty, Aphrodite. Well, I hope you're having a great, great day. It's an amazing day. It's the June 22nd, and the White House posted, we're doing it. The White House is going to post some Q drops. Wow. Alrighty then. Well, we've really come full circle, haven't we? The White House is posting about dropping Q. Of course, they're talking about quantum. Well, we'll get into that. But first, it's Monday, and you know what that means. It's fun day. We're having fun today, aren't we? Yes, we are. Okie dokie, Pinoki. Well, let's go over there to Chatlandia to see who's over there all chatting all over the place. Over there. Shall we now? Who's there? Who's there? Why, it's Weiss123. That's Catherine Weiss. She's one of our Ultramods, and she says, "Hi, Aaron." And then she says, "I'll be over on YouTube tonight." Awesome. And she also says, "Hi, Peggy." And that's Kathy, one of our Ultramods. And I said, "Hi, Kathy." And okay, Kathy. I forgot to put okay after Kathy. Oh, and my keyboard is working. I've got a new keyboard. Just to prove it to you, here is the old keyboard. It's defunct. And I would never buy this brand. I never bought this, but it came with the confuser. That's what it is there. I would not recommend it unless you like failing keyboards. So that's that. So my daughter, Alicia, you might know her as Wonky Donk Mooberry, gave me a new keyboard. And I was like, wow, you read my mind. I was going to go get one today. And she gave it to me the other day and for Father's Day. And so we hooked it all up, except it was a gaming keyboard. So it was like the keys are in different spots. And there's glowing around all of the, it was hard for me to see. So I ended up using, she ordered me another one, but for the meantime, I'm using my old iMac keyboard and it's working great. With a mouse. I got a mouse again. Oh, so cool. I really don't like the trackpad, so there we go. I said, hi, Kathy. Okay, Kathy. And then I said, okay, Kathy, again, because that first okay, Kathy, I accidentally put it on the StreamYard chat, which I never post because other people can't see it on the, so I was mistaken. Also, with getting the keyboard all switched around right before the show, it's like the camera wasn't hooked up and the microphone wasn't hooked up. So I hope you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. And just give me a 5x5 in the chat. And I said, hi, Kathy, over there on YouTube. And Kathy says, hi, Aaron, over there on YouTube. Excuse me. And then I said, I gave a wavy hand, because my keyboard's working. I don't usually put the wavy hands on. A frog in my throat. It's probably peppy, huh? Talking about Q. Got a little peppy in my throat. How do you like them apples? Oh, and Kathy puts this out. Please like and share this video with your friends, family, and social media. And also, please hit the old thumbs up because that helps the old algorithm, the algo beat, and the algo melody. Oh, it's just like one big song. Intronet song. How do you like them apples? Okie dokie, Pinocchio. Alrighty, Aphrodite. We got so many sayings here. So many fun things to say. Why say something boring when you can say something fun, right? And then I said, hi, Kathy. Hi, Peggy. Welcome, Truth Questers, over there on the Portrait channel. I made it over in the Portrait channel. Can you believe it? Yeah. And Catherine Weiss says, hi, Aaron, over on the Portrait channel. And look who's here. Why, it's Miss 50 Haversham. Hello, all. Happy Monday. Well, happy Monday to you, too. And Peggy Dancer, that's another one of our Ultramods. She says, hi, Aaron. Sorry I'm late. Be here in a minute. Hi, Catherine Weiss. No problemo. No problemo. And then Cap 78 Pack, that was over on YouTube. Now over on Rumble, she says, I'm sorry I'm running late. Hi, Aaron. Hi, Weiss123 Kathy. We're glad to see you. And then Cap 78 Pack, Peggy Dancer says, and she's one of our Ultramods too. So she says, hi, Miss 50 Havisham. Havisham. I always try to put an R in there for some reason. Oh, and Kathy says, I can hear you. Thank you. Appreciate that. And Miss Havisham says, hi, Cap. Hey, Cap. And Two Bombs Tubers says, what's up? Well, I guess not the price of gas. That's going down. So what's up? We're doing a live show and we're welcoming you here. So thanks for coming along. And Valeronian's here. Well, he says, greetings, fellow Truth Questers. Look at that, Valeronian. And Two Bombs Tubers says, hello. Hello, Two Bombs Tubers. And then Kathy says, hi, Valeronian. Oh, yeah, I got to say hi to Valeronian, too. It's so nice having a working keyboard. It's just so wonderful. And I got exclamation points. I got exclamation points all over the place now. How do you like that? And Habiki, CODM, says, why do I even jack my pants and headphone speaker and microphone volume on the max and just straight up destroy my ears the moment I scream splitting time and space Sunderbro when I test my mic? Well, you know, I have that problem too. You know, it's a good thing we can adjust things on the fly. But yeah, that initial, wow, sorry if some of my stuff is too loud. I go through StreamYard, so I can't really adjust the volume on some of this stuff. Any of it's whatever it is, that's what it is. So I apologize ahead of time. And then Cap 78 Pack says, hey, Valeronian, I hope you got to see the whole movie of Harry and Tonto. Harry and Tonto. Okay. Valeronian, hi, Catherine. Hello, Peggy. Hello, Miss Haversham. Hello, Aaron. Hey, buddy. And then Valeronian says, hi, Two Bombs Tubers. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. And I said, hiya, Valeronian. And then Cap 78 Pack is saying hi to Mr. 2 as well. All right. Well, we got to the, another one. Miss Havisham says, Miss 50 Havisham says, hey, Valeronian, when I see your handle, I keep thinking of the word Valerian. I don't even know what that word means. Good thing we got Google, huh? Or DuckDuckGo. Well, all righty, Aphrodite, let's head on over to the Book of Faces, the Land of Zuckers. You can call it whatever you want. I don't think they care what you call it, as long as you go on there and, I guess, spend time there on the Book of Faces. Facebook, you might call it. We call it Land of Zuckers. Okie dokie, Pinocchio. Oh, it's a herb for sleeping, Miss Havisham says. Okay. Alrighty, Aphrodite. Where are we going again? Oh, yeah. Here's where we're going. And look at this. This is my header over there on Facebook. War is dead. Fear is fading. Peace is here. And I put that up when Trump first became president because I really felt like peace was coming. Peace was pretty much here already. And so that's coming to fruition. So I was predictive there. Now, wasn't I? Here's some of my friends and other stuff. There's our show tonight. Look at that, number 785. Full disclosure. Truth Quest with Aaron Moriarty. And Quantum. That's it. The big Q is making a big comeback. Big time. Oh, and Valeronian comes back and says, Valeria was another one of E. Doc Smith's fictional planets. At least I assume these places were fictional. You know what? I think that, there's so many planets out there. You could name a planet anything you wanted to name it. And there's probably a planet somewhere that the people or the beings on that planet call it that, because there's so many of them. I think there probably is a Valeria and a Valeronian, or a Valeronian is from Valeria, right? Is that what that is? I'm not sure. So let's keep us scrolling. Joy scrolling, they call it. Doom scrolling, some people call it. I call it joy scrolling. Quantum Mania, look at from the White House. Oh, this is so darn cool. Look at that. Too cool for school, you might even say. What's this down here? Is this like a little eye? Are these like asteroids or something? Space? Is this quantum, like then the very small quantum level? I don't know. Quantum from the White House. The next frontier of quantum innovation. Look at that. I wonder what that's going to be like. If I could choose to have one superpower, it would be invisibility. I just want to make myself clear. And invisible. Clearly invisible. There you go. And thanks, dad jokes. You got the best dad jokes right there. Look at that. Just want to make myself clear. I want my superpower to be invisibility. Reminder that Ilhan Omar wasn't even elected by Americans. She was elected by 80,000 Somalis that Obama dropped in Minnesota. Yeah, it should be illegal. Of course, we all know his birth certificate was phony and false. So maybe once that gets to a court of law, they can rescind everything he did and send all those people back. I think Trump has already kind of started that, but wouldn't that be nice? Ilhan. There is no fraud, says new scum, same as the old scum. What's this? We'll make exposing fraud illegal. Yeah, that's how we'll show them there's no fraud. We'll make it illegal to do that. Oh, yeah, when you control the laws, you can kind of do that, but really makes you look like a jerkaholic. Craig put that out. Thanks, Craig. And there's those flowers. And look, I was so excited. The flowers are back. I think that was like only 1 or 2 years they came back. 12 years ago was the last time I saw flowers from those bulbs. I don't know. Did the chipmunks eat the bulb in the winter? Maybe it wasn't planted. It's kind of elevated above the ground about a foot. Maybe it got frozen. No clue, Mr. Magoo. Okay. That's a beautiful picture, though, isn't it? Flower. 12-year bump. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Oh, here's Honest Abe. Honest Abe, you may even call him. Democrats owned slaves. Republicans freed them. Don't let them lie about it. Yeah, because they love to lie. They just love lying. And my friend Wolfie says, that's a fact, Jack. He's going to be doing my breaks tomorrow. I misunderstood him. I was supposed to bring it there tonight. I totally thought he meant tomorrow. So hopefully that won't, hopefully that will be okay. And let's see. Oh, and look at this cool picture. Summer starts now. Oh yeah, summer solstice. Look at Snoopy. He's going to make a big splash. And Charlie Brown's probably going to be shot right out of that little inflatable pool, and Snoopy will be laughing. Or like, that's Snoopy there, going to land in the pool. Or like Chloe likes to call him Doopy. She calls him Doopy. She loves Doopy. She loves it when I draw Doopy. She gets so excited. Doopy! Yeah, that's Doopy. And here's LaToya Jackson from the Hodge twins. Here's a quote from LaToya Jackson. She said, Donald is a very, very, very nice man. He's very sweet. He's very kind. There's a lot of misconceptions about him. His heart is good. LaToya Jackson. Isn't that beautiful? That is lovely. She still looks, is that a current photo? She still looks pretty young. Oh, and this guy has got into micro farming. What do they call that? Micro growing? Micro herbs? Something like that. Well, check this out. He's showing you how you can make $2,000 a month growing these in your house. You don't need land or nothing. And microgreens, that's what they're called, microgreens. They're so much more healthy than the full-grown vegetable that comes from it. So let's listen to this guy. He's got a good idea here. We got to make our own food. No, there's no pesticides in food you grow yourself unless you put them on yourself. Here it is. Oops.
In 90 seconds, you'll know how to cash flow these microgreens every week for $2,000. I've put myself out of business twice now from making videos like these. That's because my goals changed. I went from wanting to be the baddest microgreens company out to focus on getting every single person I can to grow their own food indoors all year round. And that heart switch came with the writing of this book right here. You can get it on Amazon, linked down on the profile. So here's everything you need to know to get started. The very first thing that you're going to need is a rack. This rack is 6 foot by 4 foot and a foot wide. You need LED shop lights. Those are 2600 lumen, 5600 Kelvin, 20 watt LED shop lights. This is a fancy rack where you can just come and it ships to your door and it's ready to go. It's got lights, fans, float and drain, everything's on timers. Next thing you're going to need is trays. Root tray with holes, water reservoir tray without holes. These are thin, these are durable, these are the best in the industry. Reason why is because it keeps your soil costs down low. It's just a thin slice of dirt. This entire business costs me about 5 to 10 hours a week, and that's with planting, that's with watering, and that's with harvesting. You sell these microgreens at local high-end restaurants, you sell them at organic grocery stores, you sell them at food trucks, you sell them at farmers markets, you sell wherever there's a health-conscious mindset that you can make money on these subscription deliveries, neighborhood sales. Because here's why. Broccoli has sulforaphane, which is famous for cancer patients. It puts your body in a process of autophagy where your good healthy cells eat the bad unhealthy disease cells. Radish also has high concentrations of vitamin E, but it's spicy and it's great on any food that you put it on or salad. People go crazy for arugula. It's got that buttery, peppery flavor and a lot of flavonoids as well, which is great for your body. Red acre cabbage is 260 times the amount of beta carotene in those microgreen versions than the fully grown head of cabbage. So when I learned that researching and reviewing peer-reviewed medical journals across the world about how microgreens corresponds with the human biology, I realized that this is really working and people are really responding to it in real life at the farmers markets. It inspired me to get everybody to grow these in their homes because they'll have access to living nutrition that they can trust grown with their bare hands without chemicals. And that's kind of like the whole big point here, folks. You're not going to get living nutrition unless you're growing your own food this day and age, unfortunately, because all of the food at the grocery stores is full of chemicals and preservatives and concoctions of food additives and just a bunch of poison, basically.
Yeah.
So let's talk action steps because, of course, everybody would want to do this after everything I just said, right? So grab yourself a grow kit, add yourself to my community. It's on School, and I will help you with your first sale, and I'll help you grow these things masterfully. I'll give you a green thumb. All of my resources are linked on my profile. Check me out. Let's get growing. In 90 seconds, you'll know how to cash flow these micro.
That's Tyler Blohm, B-L-O-H-M, Tyler Blohm. So, hey, he's blooming. His crops are blooming. And, you know, a few years back, I was at the farmer's market in Sturgeon Bay, which is Saturday mornings, which I missed this week. And I was going to go, I forgot. But anyway, there was a microgreen guy there, and I got some broccoli microgreens, and they taste just like broccoli, but they're much more nutritious. And I started asking him, how do you do this? He goes, do you use fertilizer? He goes, nope. He goes, actually, everything that you need Everything that that plant needs is already in the seed. All you need to do is water it. And wow. And that little bit of knowledge made me retrospectively think about us. Like, if we think of ourselves as a seed, which we started off as an egg, I guess, but we already have everything in us. No need to inject anything into us. We're born with everything we need in us, except all we need to do is drink water and eat food. There's really no need, just like a seed of a plant. You don't need to do all this stuff. It's just water and light. It's pretty much it. And everything that that seed needs is inside that seed. Everything our body needs is already inside our body. Same thing. That's anyway the thing that happened in my mind when I learned that. I just instantly correlated it to humans too. Don't you know? All right, thanks, Tyler. That's pretty good stuff. Oh, here's something that, looks like a lot of fun. I might want to try it someday. Oh, maybe I'm too old now, but gosh, check this out. A brave young lady. What you got there? Is that a woman or a boy? I can't tell. I can't tell these days. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's so funny. So funny. Oh, see, you can have fun. Make your own fun. Yeah, look at that. The Hard Yarns podcast. What did Buzz Aldrin see? Do you remember this? Back, 2016? Is that when it happened? Kind of spooky. Never really got a big answer. Never got any answer either.
You know about Buzz Aldrin's experience in Antarctica? In 2016, shortly after arriving, he became seriously unwell and had to be emergency evacuated straight to New Zealand. While he was there, a tweet appeared on his account saying, "We are all in danger. It is evil itself." You know about Buzz Aldrin's experience in Antarctica?
So what could that be? We are all in danger. It is evil itself. Think about that. What on earth did he see there? And he got really sick. Did he get sick from whatever he saw? Here's Paul McCartney, of course, part of the Beatles, talking about the song he played for John Lennon to get him into the Beatles. And this song did it. Eddie Cochran. Eddie Cochran's 20 Flight Rock, which streamed to the top of the charts over in England, but wasn't even released in America because they didn't want whatever. Here it is. Check it out. The Beatle himself.
Basically, this song that I knew impressed him, and it's actually what got me in the Beatles. It's called 20 Flight Rock. So I'm playing this upside down. Well, I got a gal with a wrecking machine. When it comes to rocking, she's a queen. The true dance on a Saturday night. Oh, Lord, I can hold her tight. She lives on the 20th floor uptown. The elevator's broken down, but I walk on 2 flat, 3 flat, 4, 5, 6, 7 flat, 8, 5 more. I'm on 12, I'm starting to sag. 15 before I'm ready to drag. I get to the top, I'm too tired to rock. Oh.
Isn't that
basically
cool?
This song that I knew.
And he plays that in his concerts frequently too. So that's 20 Flight Rock by the late great Eddie Cochran, who died at age 21 in England. And he was a big star over there, far bigger over there than he ever was here. But yeah, there it is. Sir Paul McCartney. And Cat Turd puts this out. Dear liberals, today is the longest day of the year, and Trump will be your president all day. Oh, yeah. All day long. The longest day of the year. Too bad. So sad. Oh, look at this. Andrew Packer put this out. No skier is safe. Look at this. Yes, those snowboards have evil intentions. Watch this.
Now, you might think that this was an irresponsible snowboarder letting his snowboard just run off and take out that skier, but no. What else would it be? The board has become sentient. It took out that one skier and said, you know what? I have a vendetta against any other skier out there, and it's headed towards a group of over 6 of them, ready to take someone out. This man looking and,
oh, I felt that right in the ankle.
Direct hit.
It was directly on the ankle.
Minimum fracture, possibly broken.
Probably shattered. Has no idea what's going on, but
this thing's still rampaging like it's playing GTA?
It's not over, no. This is the John Wick of snowboards. This snowboard is saying, I'm going for it. No matter who's out there, I can take you. We have a skier that is doing beautiful curvature moves, has no idea what's coming, and oh!
Come on!
Yo, a 3-for-1 is crazy.
It is. It is.
Honestly impressive.
Exactly that.
I don't even know if you could be mad.
And it's continuing off. Even the Ravens are flying by like, we gotta get out of here.
At this point, no one's safe.
Look at him taking that corner perfectly as though he is, in fact, an Olympic.
Wait a minute, is he gonna go and take out those snowboarders?
Yo, he's gonna attack his own kind?
Okay. See how he avoided the snowboarders?
No friendly fire.
Yeah, no, he knows exactly the plan, who he's going to be taking out. More snowboarders. Misses. He missed that skier on the end, and that's the fault for more man news. Now, you might think that this was an irresponsible snowboarder.
Wow. It's pretty good. Pretty clever. Great way to announce it, too, I'd say. Don't like anti-vaxxers? Just ignore them. Like you do the inserts. Yeah, you never look at the inserts, so just ignore the anti-vaxxers. Maybe you should listen to the anti-vaxxers. There's my dad. Posted this on Father's Day. So there's Happy Father's Day, Dad. That's my dad when he was younger at his home. And that classic Jesus picture was always in my Grandma Moriarty's house. Very iconic. And this is a picture of me and my dad. I think the only time I ever had my arm around my dad. We weren't really a very touchy-feely, huggy type of family. Personal space was important. But for this picture, I don't know. I just thought, well, I'll put my arm around him and get a picture. So that's my dad. Frank Moriarty. There he is. Handsome man. Happy Father's Day from the White House. Look at that. Look at that. What a team they are, aren't they? They're a very good team, I'd say. CIA quantum healing codes. Part 10. Yeah, we mentioned this before, but you know what? This is just so important. And I know people are in pain. So this is that 55515. So let's listen to it again.
Did you know the CIA has their own quantum healing codes? If you Google the Gateway Intermediate Workbook and click on this and scroll all the way down, they have one right here to reduce pain signals. So it says, look with your eyes at that part of your body which is the source of pain signals. As you look, repeat in your mind the number 55515. When you do these two things, the pain signals will slowly reduce until they are no longer important. I've tried this multiple times and it works every single time. These quantum codes work in a similar way to subliminals. I made some to help you rewire your subconscious while you sleep. Link is in my bio. Let me know if you want me to go over some more. Did you know the CIA has their own quantum?
Yeah, you know what? Part of the success of that might be the placebo effect. If you believe it's going to work, it'll have a 40% chance of working. And that's what I think a lot of why a lot of poison medications seem to work, because people are expecting them to work, and that's the placebo effect. We kind of control the universe with our minds, sort of. And Valeronian says, Linda Moulton Howe has related several stories about anomalies in Antarctica. So every crazy story set there will have some degree of plausibility, right? Because it's such a mysterious place. What would you what would you call someone, a guy that is hard to put your finger on? I'd call him Mr. E, mystery, mystery, Mr. E, mystery. That's it. Here's real footage of Apollo 15 astronauts deploying the lunar rover vehicle, which was stowed on the outside of the lander. Check this out.
Aboard Apollo 15, the first mission to carry the lunar roving vehicle. The rover was stored folded up in the descent stage of the lunar module, tucked into Quadrant 1. Upon landing, Scott pulled a single lanyard, triggering a clever system of pulleys and hinges that automatically unfolded and deployed the rover onto the lunar surface, requiring minimal astronaut effort. Once deployed, Scott and Irwin drove it across 27.9 kilometers of lunar terrain, exploring craters, collecting samples, and venturing farther from the lander than any previous mission, forever changing how humans explored the moon. Aboard Apollo 15.
27.9 kilometers. Now, why in the heck would they say kilometers? It's America on the moon. America. Shouldn't they say miles? But actually, if you said miles, it would be a smaller number. So maybe they went kilometers because it seems like longer. I don't know. No clue, Mr. Magoo. No clue. And look at this gal. Doesn't she look like Kaylee McEnany? This is the either Australian or oh, maybe it looks like Australian version of her. What do you think? Remember, she was a former White House press secretary in Trump's first term. What, McEnany? This looks like a. Is this Australia? Yes.
NASA has released a spectacular time-lapse of Aurora Australis filmed from space. Astronaut Jessica Meir captured the rare view of the southern lights from on board the SpaceX Dragon shuttle. The solar event can only be seen in the southern hemisphere and is created when charged particles from the sun interact with Earth's magnetic fields. NASA has released...
Doesn't she look like...
NASA has released a spectacular time-lapse.
I think she does. The Australians have such a different type of a accent, don't they? It's almost like New York and London kind of combined, but with their own special something. I don't know. This is not a human body. Yes, this is the alien autopsy. So if you don't want to watch it, if you get queasy, you might want to look away.
Doesn't make sense. I cannot relate these structures to abdominal contents. The liver, if it were the liver, should be over here to the right. I'm seeing a mass that I cannot readily explain. And I have great difficulty in correlating this with any human body that I have seen. As difficult as it is for me to say it, as reluctant as I am to say it, that what I have seen here does not appear to be a human being.
Doesn't make sense.
Yeah. I cannot relate these structures to...
And I would always think of that footage there as 100% real. That's what I believe. Even with all the people trying to poke holes in it. Thanks, Dad. You did a great job raising me. A great job raising me. Yeah, that's a pretty good Father's Day sign, don't you think? Thanks, Indian Hills Community Center and sign. Oh, look, they got new dumpsters. Oh, they're honoring The old bummer library, which has nothing legible in it. No. It's a trash receptacle. Yeah. What an ugly, ugly building. Oh, I didn't see this side of it before. Oh, this explains a lot. Quality Leering Center. It all makes sense now. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Oh, God, is that thing ugly, right? And I don't see a whole lot of parking there. Probably they're not going to get very many people coming there because, hey, maybe, here's a thought. Maybe that the government could take over the building because he never paid the workers and turn it into a high profile jail or prison, and then have Barry stay there. Wouldn't that be good? You built it. You built your own prison, because it does look like a prison, doesn't it? I'd say so. And Valeronian says that looks like the original Alien Autopsy film from the 90s. Yes, it is. That's exactly what it is, for sure. And Valeronian says, I never liked it because the so-called alien doesn't match any of the sighting reports of the UFO occupants from the UFO UAP witness accounts. And that's exactly why I think it's 100% real. That's interesting that you would think it's not real because of that. I think it's real because of that. Because if you're going to fake something, and let's just face it, if this was faked, which I don't believe it was, it's impossible to fake it like that. If you're going to spend all these millions making this fake alien, you would go, like Valeronian said, by whatever people said they saw. 4 fingers, almond-shaped eyes, not the smaller black eyes like this one had, and 6 fingers. This body had 6 fingers and 6 toes. That right there made me believe that this was true, because if it was faked, they wouldn't have made it like that. And we all know there's more than one kind of alien. And according to witnesses also from the Roswell crash, there were 2 or 3 aliens that died and one that was living. The one that was living was different. The one that was living had a doll body, and the other ones had flesh bodies, which this alien clearly did have a flesh body. Maybe the flesh body ones are the ones that kind of operate the craft, and the one in the doll body is kind of like the one head of it all. I don't know. Interesting, though. Interesting. Oh, and here is a video from a friend of mine over on Facebook. And her name is Amber Ann Love, and she created this song using AI, this video, and it's just a beautiful video, and it's a great idea. And so Amber Ann Love, look her up, and this is her video. It's just beautiful.
Some call it God. Some call it spirit. Some call it source. 1,000 names, 1,000 stories, 1,000 ways to pray. But what if the light behind them all has always been the same? Not a man, not a woman. A frequency of love moving through every heart, willing to listen. around this world tonight. Everybody's searching for the light. Different roads and different signs, trying to understand this life. Some find answers in the sky, some find truth deep down inside. Some kneel down and some look up, but we're all reaching for the same love. Beyond the fear, beyond the blame, beyond the walls we built in pain, we are one frequency, one light shining endlessly. Different rivers, same sea. Love remembering what it used to be. We are one frequency, one heart beating underneath, beyond every belief. Love remembering itself through me. Maybe heaven isn't far away. Maybe it lives in the choices that we make. Every kindness, every hand, every time we choose to understand. No shame, no judgment, no need to be above another. The sun still shines on everyone. We're all children of the same wonder. Forgiveness is a doorway, compassion is a key, and every act of love changes what we're meant to see. We are one frequency, one light shining endlessly. Different rivers, same sea. Love remembering what it used to be. We are one frequency, one heartbeat underneath. And when we finally see, love was always the divinity. One frequency, one light, one love, one love, one life, one life, one life,
Isn't that beautiful?
God.
Isn't that beautiful? We are one frequency, love. That's beautiful. I just think that that's a really, really cool song. And look at this. American F-117, 117 Nighthawk. The F-117 Nighthawk displays its USA flag underbody. Look at this. This is so cool.
So this F-117 Nighthawk, the underbody of it is an American flag. This is his third pass today. I think he's trying to show us the underbody of this Nighthawk. Look at this thing. Look at that, America. American USA, man. Look at that. Incredible.
Yeah.
Look at the patriotic still pilot right there. Oh, amazing. So this F-117 Nighthawk.
Isn't that amazing? And thank you, Captain APAC. She said it was beautiful. Thank you, Aaron, for sharing. You're very welcome. Yeah. You know, I've always thought that too. It's like every religion is a different pathway to the same end goal. Like she says, different rivers, same ocean. I just think that's beautiful. That's beautiful. I love that. That's really good. And the ocean is hiding something. Have you seen this? This was from several years ago. An underwater expedition in one of those underwater vessels. And they saw something, a hand, a human-like webbed hand. Look at this. This is incredible.
2 scientists exploring the Greenland Sea captured something bizarre. A human-like hand with webbed fingers suddenly appeared on the submarine glass. Then just behind it, what looked like a humanoid face emerged from the darkness. Seconds later, it vanished without a trace. An undiscovered species or something far stranger. 2 scientists exploring the Greenland Sea captured something.
You know, it could be an alien extraterrestrial, because they're aquatic extraterrestrials that visit our seas often.
A human-like hand with webbed fingers suddenly appeared on the...
Oops. Go back.
Appeared.
Right there. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fingers and extreme webbing, like way up here. You know, I designed a webbed glove for swimming, much like that. Never sold it. Never was able to sell it. It's a swimming aid. You know, you get flippers. Why not for your hands too? But didn't ever. I made some prototypes and they worked really well. But oh well. Oh well, so swell. Too many ideas. And One America News Network puts this out. It's President Trump. What else I'm going to do? Uh-oh. I gotta take that off of there. Oh boy, here it is. Hello?
Your chat is on the screen.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That's the bat phone. That was Kathy. Calling on the bat phone. Bat phone's all tangled up because Chloe loves to play with it. She loves to play with it. That bat phone. Okie dokie, Pinocchio. Well, let's just listen to him.
Bomb Iran if they don't comply, but there's nothing enforceable in the deal itself. Is that correct?
Doesn't have to be. I let him know. I said, look, if you don't adhere to the agreement, I don't want to do that, but we're going to bomb the hell out of you. And I don't think that they're going to veer from the agreement. What else am I going to do? Am I going to say I'm going to take you to court? Let me take you to court. Let me sue you. No, we're going to bomb the hell out of them if they violate the agreement. I don't want them to. I want them to honor the agreement.
So you're threatening to bomb Iran if they don't comply, but there's nothing enforceable.
Oh, look at this. This is the bubble guy. Medusa Bubble Show. This is pretty incredible. I guess it's really easy to do this. Watch this. This is pretty amazing. Cool. That's pretty darn cool, I'd say. Bubble Mania. Look at that. Out of stock. That's Medusa Bubble Show. I like that. Oh. And did you see this? Tippy top shape. It was requested. Did you listen today? Q. That was a Q post. Let's see what number it is. April 2nd, 2018. Yep. And Il Donald Trumpo says Trump Force One looks tippy top. Of course, that's Not really. Not really. POTUS, maybe his fake handle. Look at this beautiful picture here by Astrobin. Astrobin, image of the day. M51, the Whirlpool Galaxy, and it's wide field by He Pidong. He Pidong. Don't say that in class. You might get in trouble. Looks like a flower. This looks like a spiral flower, doesn't it? Uh-oh. Sparrow, so nice to have a mouse again. Oh, look at that. Freedom. I could never do that with the trackpad. Alrighty, Aphrodite. Well, what's next? What's next? Arrested. Here's a picture of the leftist that jumped into the Lincoln Memorial's reflecting pool and cut up the pool's liner today. Trump derangement syndrome is spreading. The left is sick. Yes, there's these people are so bad. And here's this woman here from Bimini, 1981. Her disclosure story. Now, it's very interesting. Holly Dexter is her name. Listen to this.
We just saw Disclosure Day last night, and it's really got me thinking that I want to tell people what I saw in Bimini in 1982. I can't explain what it was. I'll just tell you what I saw, and you decide. I was with my Uncle Dan and my cousin Tammy. We were in Bimini, which is a tiny island in the Bahamas. It's only about half a mile wide and a mile long. It's very tiny. It was very underdeveloped at the time. And we had just finished hanging out at a bar, and the bar had shut down. And we went swimming in the ocean in the middle of the night because it was like bath water. It was beautiful. And as we were floating, looking up at the sky, it was a million stars, no clouds, totally clear night. All of a sudden, we started getting dressed and we saw this incredibly bright light. I've never seen anything that bright in my life that wouldn't burn your eyeballs out. And so we just started running toward it. It was sort of on the other side of this tiny island. So we just started running toward it, and we ran out as far as we could, get as close to it as we could. And it was this massive light that was rising out of the ocean. And I mean, I would say it was like a football field wide. And the unusual thing about it was that at the edges of the light, it was like clear cut, like a laser. Like it wasn't like when you shine a flashlight and the beam goes out and it kind of fuzzes out at the edges. It was like clear cut, football field wide, rising up out of the ocean. It rises up and it goes off to the right like this. And we look up and there's this massive, thick black cloud, massive, one singular cloud. It goes up to that cloud. It goes inside of it, and then it just goes into the sky. I mean, we saw it like a shooting star going up. And we're looking at each other like, what did we just see that? You know, questioning ourselves. But then another one came up and did the exact same thing. And then another one came up and did the exact same thing. All three of them shot up into the sky. We could see them like large stars way up in the sky, and we could see the beams of light shining down under them. And they started making different shapes, switching around, and you could see the beams going this way, it's going that way. And then they finally came to where their beams were shining at each other, and they made a triangle way up in the sky. So it was like seeing three big bright stars in the sky and light connecting them like a triangle. That's what we saw. My uncle made us swear that we would never tell anyone. My uncle was a celebrity at the time. He's Dan Haggerty. He was Grizzly Adams, this very wholesome family icon. And he didn't want to end up in the pages of the National Enquirer. So my cousin and I, we were very young, and we were 19, and we swore to him, we'll never tell anyone. So we really didn't. I only told a few very close friends and family. And then my uncle died, and then my cousin died, and I'm the last person alive that knows what we saw. And I'm a cancer survivor. Like, I don't want to die with this story inside of me and nobody know what we saw. Many years later, my husband and I are musicians. We were really fortunate to play a gig at CERN in Geneva, and where all the astrophysicists are working on things like this. And I sat and had lunch with an astrophysicist, and I explained to him what I saw. And I said, is there anything on Earth that could explain, is there anything we're doing that could explain what I saw? And he said, nope. And that's all he said. So you can come up with your own conclusions. This is what I saw. And yeah, now it's out in the world. This is my disclosure day.
Thank you, Holly, for doing that. That's, wow, her uncle was Grizzly Adams, Dan Haggerty. Great show. It was very popular. And Cap Sunny Pack says, wow, she was Dan Haggerty's niece and witnessed an awesome sight. Yeah, and he told him not to talk about it. Isn't that sad? Oh, Valeronian, oh no, he's got dog problems. Oh no. Well, let's wish him luck. Let's wish him luck. Oh, look at Tom, my friend Tom Gray. He went to Mount Wisconsin High too, a year or two ahead of me. Look at this. This is so funny. You think it's me? You think it's AI? It's Dilly Meme Team. I think the Dilly Meme Team is running the White House social media. What do you think? Check this out.
10 years in the public eye, 8 years in the White House, where every word, every utterance, every heel on my shoe, every blink of my eye, every fist bump was analyzed, dissected, and broadcast, celebrated in some instances, and ridiculed or disparaged in others. 10 years in the public eye, 8 years in the White House.
That's a man. It's so manly. Pretty manly looking. You get a little after, 5 o'clock shadow there. You might want to shave that off, Michelle. Yeah. Oh, and here is a memory from 4 years ago. Look at this. That's when Evan was just a baby, right? Yeah. Look at that. There's my son, AJ, who never called me on Father's Day. Gosh, what the heck is going on there? Shouldn't you? Oh, there's my niece saying Happy Father's Day to me. I never see that yet. And there's our last show, and that's going to be that. Alrighty, Aphrodite. So cool. Before we head on over there to Axe, I just want to show you something that I came across on my Confuser. Oh, and I got the Inkscape, which was the art program I was using to do my children's books, which I haven't been able to work on because my other computers died. They finally did a new version that works on the computer I have now, Confuser. So I am starting to redo a lot of the pages that I lost from my other computer crashing. So I'm doing that. But I've been looking through my Confuser and finding things. And this is a little computer rendering I did. This is the what I saw over Chippewa Falls in 1996. And there it is. That's exactly what it looked like. It looked exactly like the sport model. And it was not rotating. It was just staying, like, it wasn't rotating, but it was moving and stopping. I've talked about this many times, but it would go at sharp angles really fast and then stop and then go the other direction. And I think it was trying to avoid me looking at it. It was trying to elude me, but it, for some reason, needed to stay in the general area. I don't know. Who knows? But that's a little rendering I did a long time ago. I thought I lost it, but there it is again. So there you go. And there you have it. Well, let's go on over to and Valeronian says, well, I think Earth is being visited. These interstellar voyages are easier than the current scientific community will acknowledge. Right? They think it's impossible, but it's not impossible. I had a discussion with someone at the grocery store the other day. He did not believe that there could be anyone visiting the planet because of the whole speed of light that you'd have to go to, you know, all these common misconceptions. But if he would have just listened to Bob Lazar, he would have known how it could be working. And here we go over to X. X marks the spot. We're back on X. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. And what's this? Here we go. Santa Trump put this out. Santa Trump?
Music, our playlist. We don't have a lot of people boring you with songs. Get ready, everybody, because on Wednesday, the 24th, coming up, 2 days, right away, we're going to have the biggest rally we've ever had. It's going to be on the National Mall. It's our music, our playlist. We don't have a lot of people boring you with songs that you don't want to hear. We have the hottest people, the hottest everything. It's going to be one of the best rallies we've ever done. Again, it's 7 o'clock, the 24th, which is Wednesday, and it's going to be fantastic. It's going to be essentially a rally, but we'll call it a rally to America. We're honoring the 250th, and it's going to be something very, very special. You're going to love it. We're going to all have a lot of fun together. Thank you very much. Get ready,
a lot of fun.
Because
that message is also going out to the Antifa people. So I hope that there is a lot of protection there for POTUS. Let's just pray for him on the 24th, just a couple days away, 2 days away. And there's our show, Quantum. There we are, number 785. Look at that, pretty dynamic. And that was a U.S. Department of Energy put this out. Look at this, Quantum Aura. Look at that. Wow. Look at that. Don't you think this is cool? This is just too cool for school. Fact sheet. President Donald J. Trump ushers in the next frontier of quantum innovation. Whitehouse.gov. Oh, Babylon Bee. Groundbreaking new study finds Islamophobia may be partially caused by Muslims killing people all the time. Yeah, that might have something to do with it. If they just wouldn't kill people all the time, a lot more people would like them. I guess that's pretty basic. And here comes the Reaper. And Trump truthed this out. Now, Trump didn't make this. He probably saw it. Oh, no, he's posting it. Check this out.
Here the power's gone. Russell is the Reaper. He wields a pen, a thumbs and a brain. Here comes the Reaper. Guns your baby. Here comes the Reaper. Gonna tie your hands. Here comes the Reaper. Won't be able to fly. Here comes the Reaper. Baby, end your plan.
The Dilly meme team. And I think that they are behind the White House social media. I think that they're controlling it, or they have a lot of influence. And look at this. Trump put this out, or the White House. Didn't they? Department of War. CTO. Well, maybe this, well, I don't know what this is. Anyway, look at that. Quantum dominance with a big Q in the background. Look at that. Too cool for school, man. And look, flashback, Melania posted storm is on the way on 6/22/12. Really? 2012? She posted this? Look at this. This is incredible. Look at this. From Earth. Look at that. Melania Trump. Storm is on the way. Wow. Look at this. Oh, Johnny Midnight. Now that's funny. Ducklings naturally know about safety in numbers and will gather around anything they perceive as a guardian. Look at this. Look at duckies. So cute. Isn't that cute? Doesn't it make you want to swim with little duckies? Oh yeah, look at those little duckies. Those are pretty cool little duckies. None shall sleep. Oh, justice is coming. Julie Donuts puts this out. Oh, I guess you can guess what operatic tune this is. Lock her up. Yeah. Too cool for school. Oh, the ultimate Q proof. White House and DOWMOB. Enjoying the show? Refill your popcorn. You'll love the next part. At 12:24:18 and 12:31:46. Q 1224. Coordinated. The awakening. Every detail accounted for. Every scenario planned for. Enjoy the show. And this goes over some of the anomalies that kind of put all this together. So the timestamp, remember Q said the timestamps are very important. So this timestamp is 12:31. So number 12:31, post 12:31. What will next week hold? Oh, and the Moab. There you go. And what's this? Delta to OD 728. 728. And that is this post here from 8chan. Timestamp. Snowden. Truth to power. Drop. Truth to power. Learn. Q. 814. 814 is this backwards. And this is from 2018 to 2018, almost a delta tomorrow. You have more than you know. I love this. I remember this one. This is why we are here. Great job, Patriot. Watch the speech. We are talking to you. Proofs only meant for you. Proofs only meant for you. The Clinton campaign office wrong or rightly saw Maggie Haberman as their pet, as their internal email published by WikiLeaks makes clear. Coincidence? Think Wendy. Coordinated, the awakening, every detail accounted for, every scenario planned for. Enjoy the show. There you go. It's a great Q day. Look at this. Racist glasses. This must be what the leftards constantly are wearing. They see it everywhere, even where it doesn't exist. Watch this. Racist glasses.
Yeah, videos.
It's not really that funny, though.
What is
Be brave. Yeah. The thing is, if you're looking at everything through racist glasses, you're going to see racism, even if it's not really there. I think that's the message of that amazing page. The most genius military operation ever. We were right all along. And this is not recent, but I remember this. This is pretty good. Don Jr.
Who is Q? You'll never know, folks. I'm not sure, or maybe I know, and I just can't tell you. Who do you guys think it is? Out of curiosity. No. Salty cracker for press secretary. Q is Trump. I don't know. Who is Q? You'll never know, folks. I'm not sure, or maybe I know, and I just can't tell you.
He's so funny. He's got his dad's humor. He's a great guy. I think he's he could have a future in politics, but might just, he likes hunting too much, maybe. I don't know. And HG&P put this out. So after announcing they would be Q posting today, they said, yeah, White House said we're going to be Q posting. Let's just watch this, okay? America will be the world's leader in quantum technologies. Make America great again. Wow. That's from the White House, done in the exact same style as a Q post. Look at that. Q 47. That's Trump. Of course, Q plus means Trump too. That's what we were led to believe. Information warfare, Q. And this is June 22nd, 2020. That's a delta. Look at that. Interdasting, you might even say. I'm telling you, the Q. The White House will be Q posting today. Did you see this? The White House will be Q posting today, and you scroll all the way down, like this far down, it says, and by Q, we mean quantum. Stay tuned. What a troll. Look how far away that was. You had to scroll to see it. And look at this. Praying medic. He's a great guy. Praying medic. We all got to know him during the pandemic too, didn't we? During the whole thing. Anyway, let's go back to the post. So funny. MJ Truth Ultra, oh my God, Anons, the White House Deputy War Director posted this and said, activation word, Ronald McDonald. Elon Musk on 11/4/24 shared this video where at 37-second mark, Q comes into focus and says activation word, Ronald McDonald. Interesting, huh? There it is, the White House Q posting today. Activation word, Ronald McDonald. Okay.
Put on notice, if you fuck around with us, if you do something bad to us, we are going to do things to you that have never been done before.
The forgotten men and women of our country will be forgotten no longer. 2024 is our final battle. They stole our jobs and they plundered our wealth. The future does not belong to globalists. The future belongs to patriots. The activation word, Ronald McDonald. We will drive out the globalists. We will cast out the communists. America will start winning again. Winning like never before. Yeah. We will bring back our jobs. We will bring back our borders. And we will bring back our dreams.
Yes. There's Q the troll right there. Alrighty, Aphrodite. Don't you like that? I love that. Too cool for school, you might even say. Thanks, MK Truth Ultra. And look at this. President Trump unleashes quantum computing by executive order, proudly honoring his brilliant MIT uncle, Dr. John Trump, a high-voltage pioneer who reviewed Tesla's papers. He was probably involved with Project Pegasus. Right? Probably. He looks an awful lot like Assange, doesn't he? Julian. And there's Quite Frankly. I shared his show because if you're not watching Quite Frankly, go and watch him. He does a great show. He deserves to be on the top. After today, plenty of people will be asking, what is Q? Show them this video. This is, of course, the how he could save the world. I'm sure you've all seen it.
That was able to rise up to the highest levels of power. We didn't know because they talked and acted just like you and me. We thought we could recognize true criminals by their words and actions, but were deceived by their sophisticated speech, wealth, education, beauty, and power. Through a system of threats, blackmail, and bribery, they would come to occupy the highest levels of power in government, corporations, and education. You may know them as the deep state or cabal. Most dangerously of all, they achieve almost total influence over the media, their primary means of controlling the good people of the world who were just trying to get on with living. They use this power to slowly convince us that we were the problem, that we were a threat to each other. They used race, gender, and religion to set us apart, and rewrote history to validate these false claims. They funded both sides of wars just to crush our potential to prosper and succeed as a peace-loving and creative force of good for the world. Now, with their firm grasp on the media, we drank in their entertainment and lies as they began their final phase, the total takedown of America. We were the brightest remaining beacon of freedom and humanity's last hope. They knew that if they could take America, the rest of the world would follow. They cut deals that led us to hand over total control of the money system to a private central bank, the Federal Reserve. This made it possible to influence Washington, D.C., and most of our presidents since then were beholden to the criminals in one way or another. Things took a really bad turn when they concentrated vast power into the hands of the many civilian intelligence agencies throughout the world. They said they were there to protect us. Instead, these agencies were catastrophically weaponized to boost drug and human trafficking cartels, assassinate political opponents, undermine the military, and change regimes of foreign governments who did not want to adopt the centralized system of money control. You might think they would choose simply to remain in the shadows running their criminal activities while we carried on with our lives. But as long as there was freedom for the people to prosper, the cabal were always at risk of being discovered and shut down. There was no way to continue without a plan to eliminate all threats to their survival, even if it meant imposing a single world government under their jurisdiction, where no national identity, police force, or military could stop them. They called it globalism. Exploiting our emotions and our instincts of compassion, they found a way to justify dismantling cultures, borders, and national identity under the guise of social justice. creating false narratives of racism, colonialism, and capitalism to destabilize and ultimately collapse society.
It's a great video. We're not going to watch the whole thing, but I encourage you to watch it. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. The plan to save the world. Oh, did you hear about this? This is from John McAfee, who isn't alive anymore. I don't know who's running his thing here, and I'm not sure if this is a real story or not. It's a little sus, but I thought I'd share it anyway, just in case it's real. FBI just raided an Antifa storage unit in D.C. and uncovered a full chemical weapons lab, 6 different kinds of aggressive algae, 5 paint-stripping peptides, and an ultrasonic grow lab ready to poison the city's 46 other pools and fountains. These people, they're so evil, so evil. If they would just put some of this energy into like a legitimate business, maybe they wouldn't be so angry about everything all the time, and they'd have a purpose in life other than just trying to destroy America. That's a stupid thing to do, if that's true. And Trump is saying this.
One of the things that we are doing also, and it came up last night, is money that's being unfrozen is going to be used to buy food, and the food's going to be bought exclusively through the United States from our farmers. And corn, soybeans, all of the things they need are going to be bought from our farmers. So our farmers are very happy. I've had a lot of calls. They were very happy about that. So one of the things that we are doing also, and it came up last night, is money that's being unfrozen is going to be used to buy food, and the food's going to be bought exclusively through the United States from our farmers. And corn, soybeans, all of the things they need are going to be bought from our farmers. So our farmers are very happy. I've had a lot of calls. They were very happy about that. So one of the things that we are doing also.
How do you like that? Always thinking about the farmers. He's the first president I ever remember talking so much about the farmers. And that's how you can tell he's really is a president of the people. President Trump signs 2 executive orders securing the United States spots in the world leader in quantum computing. We already kind of talked about that. And look at this. Well, you don't know who to vote for, which side to vote for. Well, this is it. Gunther Eagleman sums it up. Republican Party, free enterprise, secure borders, honest elections, real journalism, ethical judiciary, say that 5 times fast, civil rights, moral standards, personal liberty, and a Democrat platform, hate Trump. That's it. That's all they got. Oh, and cheating and hypocrisy. I would add those 2 too. Very important. Add those as well, for sure. For sure. Yes. And look at this cute video. In her hair.
Here, put it up in your hands. Up in your hands. Let's look at it. There you go. Now watch his cheeks are getting really fast.
Isn't that sweet?
I was really expecting you to scream. Hey, little fella, get out of there. Get out of there. Go eat some hers. You need some more?
That's cute. So cute. Chipmunks are just the most adorable little animals, aren't they? Just so cute. Such a happy little, what's this? Gunther Eagleman put this out. You ever notice the trolls never build anything? They don't create, they don't improve, they don't inspire. They just look for things other people love and try to tear them down. If it's beautiful, they vandalize it. If it's successful, they attack it. Yes, that's what they do. Look at them. There they go. That's all they do. And Juanita Broderick put this out. The people that resist audits are stealing. The people that push censorship are lying. The people that fight election integrity are cheating. No kidding, huh? I like that. That's a great meme. And let's see. God and Country put this out. Did you really think there'd be no accountability, no justice? Buckle up, the White House. We have it all. Enjoy the show. Sincerely, Donald J. Trump. Yeah, we have it all. Q said that a lot too. Remember? Oh, and look at this. They caught this billion-dollar fraudster. They caught the guy.
Medicare conspiracy, billion with a B. Second most wanted fraudster. He's allegedly behind, listen to this, a $1.2 billion Medicare conspiracy, billion with a B. White House officials praising the anti-fraud task force's role in making this bust.
This is why this task force was so important, because it has focused all of the resources of the federal government on doing this. The Biden administration could have gotten him. They found plenty of time to arrest people playing outside of abortion clinics, but instead they let this guy run away with all of his money outside of the country.
And David Spun is joining us live from Washington with the latest on this. David, DOJ has been busy making these busts.
The department really has, Bill. This capture is part of that administration's approach to highlight fraud. Sure, other Justice Departments in the past have caught fraudsters and did it for decades, but this time the FBI and DOJ put together a most wanted fraudster list with 8 people. 2 are already in custody in just 3 weeks. Herbert Kimball joins the list of those captured after he was taken down in the Philippines. According to authorities, he targeted the Medicare system to the tune of $1.2 billion. Investigators say he operated a sophisticated call center operation, and his conspiracy involved orthopedic braces and billing Medicare. He operated in the Philippines, where he was picked up after fleeing the U.S.
Interesting. Good. Can't escape. Look at this. His hero came by in the nick of time. Or woman.
I'm feeling alive. Oh my God, I feel it in the air. Telephone wires above, a sizzling like a snare. Honey, I'm fine. I feel it everywhere. Nothing scares me anymore. Kiss me hard before you go. I just wanted you to know.
He saved her. I mean, it's so amazing that someone noticed, because she was just so quiet about it. She just wasn't trying to get any attention. Looks like she has something stuck in her throat. Oh, poor thing. Thank goodness this guy came along. Wow. Love Music put that out. Thanks, Love Music. Oh, do not let this fade. Mila Joy put this out. Keep the pressure on. Ilhan Omar and Ahmad Nir said Elmi's, Omar's brother's, marriage certificate. This incestuous sicko married her full-blood brother to skirt immigration laws. And you know what? Ilhan was never a citizen either. She thought she was a citizen because of her dad's citizenship, but her dad didn't have citizenship. So she doesn't have nothing either. So here's their wedding, or their marriage certificate. Marriage license application. It's right there for anyone to see. Oh, this is great. Keir Starmer quit today. Thank goodness. Says a loser.
Been about putting the country I love first. That is why I will resign as leader of the Labour Party. I have spoken to His Majesty the King this morning to inform him of my decision. Been about putting the country I love first.
Trump playing the bad flute behind him. Perfect. And the translator there. Here it is, the unthinkable. Check this out.
You're talking about an employee of an NGO that participated
willingly during the last 4 years with the trafficking of human beings, including children that were destined to be trafficked into the sex trade. Mr. Howe, do you think that employee of that NGO should be convicted and incarcerated based upon the judicial system and the criminal justice system I just described? Yes or no?
Yes.
Ms. Hopper?
Yes.
Mr. Rosas?
Yes.
Well, I concur. And much to the chagrin of a whole abhorrent industry of child trafficking that prospered from the open border policies of the Biden administration for 4 years, 2021, 22, 23, and 24. Much to the chagrin of these people that made bank, man. We're coming after them. And this executive branch is building criminal files. So I hope they're watching, and I hope they're frightened, and I hope they're getting their affairs in order, hiring their liberal attorneys to defend them, starting to shuffle their money around. We'll find it.
They'll find it. Their history. Look at this. This is sweet. Matt Wallace. He offered to hold her baby.
I was running far away. Would I run off the wall someday? Nobody knows. Nobody knows.
Look at him smile. Aw, that's sweet.
I saw a piece of heaven.
Isn't that nice? What a nice gesture. And Cat Turd puts this out. Democrats wouldn't win one election nationwide if they didn't cheat. No kidding, right? Joe Biden won Virginia by 451,138 votes in 2020. Virginia processed 1,226,754 duplicate registrations. Well, there goes his win. And you know, if his win was legitimate, which we know it wasn't, if it were real, don't you think other people would have done what he did by staying in your basement and not campaigning day after day after day and not doing any press conferences, or just kind of staying in your basement? And then he ended up getting more votes than anybody else. I mean, if it were true, wouldn't other people be copying that model? Just saying. How can they believe it? Otherwise, wouldn't they be doing that? I don't know. Nothing makes sense with the left. Rapid response. Trump truthed this out. One of many statues and fountains that we rebuilt, renovated, cleaned, and fixed. The only one that was vandalized was the reflecting pool, which is being taken care of ASAP. It has been given a 300-foot-long gash. Chemicals have been illegally placed in the water, and the beautiful new grass field has been destroyed with a gigantic 8647 chemically carved into it, probably inspired by dirty cop James Comey. Please remember that there is a 10-year prison sentence for the destruction or even the attempted destruction of such things, which will be fully enforced. Thank you for your attention to this matter. The libtards aren't going to listen to that, because in their minds, the Uncle Soros will get me out of jail. That's what they keep thinking. And that's less true every day. My fellow Americans, the storm is upon us. Did he put this out? Q, the storm says he did. Oh, what's this? Readers added context. The depicted post does not exist on Trump's X account. The screenshot is fabricated. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. You know, thank goodness for those. Oh, look at this. President Trump lapped the Lincoln Memorial reflecting pool at low altitude as leftists screeched on the ground. Look at this. Flying by. He's watching the card. Just perfect. Just perfect. And let's see. That's more. Here is, did we already play this? Tina Peters. Let's listen to this. Tina Peters, just freed from prison.
Blocking my release. And this was just a few weeks before I was released. I said, there's something blocking it. And, I don't know. I know most of your listeners are faith people, and so they'll understand what I'm saying. But there were these black birds that had descended on the prison, and I noticed it, and it was like these big black ravens. And even the girls were commenting on them, like, what are all these birds? We've never seen this before. I called Marcy. I said, there's something preventing me from my release. And 2 days later, I was, after the girls pray, or after not just girls, the people around the country prayed, it broke. And we didn't see the birds anymore either, which was kind of a weird thing. And it wasn't just me that saw these birds. It was a lot of people. But I think
you're in the clutches of evil.
Yes, and that's what we're facing. And the saying that, famous saying, the only thing for evil to triumph is for good men to do nothing.
And women.
And women. So I consider it an honor.
Isn't she just an amazing patriot? And thank God she's out of jail, prison. That is such a relief for everybody. The way the corrupt and failing New York Times is covering stories on a very battered and beat up Iran through fake and made up facts is, in my opinion, treasonous. I will be adding all of their false and ridiculous reporting to my multi-billion-dollar lawsuit against them. They are criminals, President DJT. Yes, they are. DOJ, do your job. Oh, look at this. Happy Father's Day. A cat turd. LOL. This is the guy who claims that Bill Clinton was his father, and he looks a lot like Bill Clinton. Here's his mother, a black woman who claims she had an affair with Bill Clinton, which, most women have. I mean, let's just be honest. Most women, a lot of women, have been with that man because he's made it his goal to be with as many as he can. That's pretty sick. Just imagine what he's caught over the years. But this guy looks like a nice guy. And never any word from Clinton on it. Oh, this is funny. This is funny. The can is mocking her. Oh, I got the hiccups. I gave myself the hiccups again. Obama Library to feature interactive exhibit where visitors can print their own birth certificates just like Obama did. Oh, yeah. Look at that. I think that'd be the most popular thing there. Look at that. And there's my Happy Father's Day on X. And look, this is a cute little story. I love whatever is wrong with her. Like this girl was enamored with this skeleton. Look at this. This is Isn't that sweet? Isn't that wild? She's just, loves these little skeleton creatures. That's pretty cute. That's interesting. Interesting. And I wonder who helped them. Antifa, the sophisticated terrorist scum, used a special peptide in their algae attack to literally eat away the $14 million paint job on the Lincoln Memorial reflecting pool, causing massive sheets of paint to peel off. Wow. It's crazy. Oh, Trump predicted this. Keir Starmer will resign as Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. He failed badly on two very important subjects, immigration and energy. Open the North Sea, oil. I wish him well, President DJT. And here's George Papadopoulos and an interview with Matt Gaetz.
I had a recent conversation with CIA Director John Ratcliffe, and I like John, but I chastised him for not answering some of these like fundamental questions. Like Joseph Mifsud was this professor who was drawn into an intelligence operation against the United States. He was drawn into that operation either by the United States or one of our allies. How do we not know the answer to that question? This was the key thing that we said we were going to uncover when we got power. And I know they got a lot of work to do to keep the country safe, but I would encourage the director of the CIA to really tell us the CIA's role.
What's the answer, do you think?
Well, I believe that some of this crowd in the Obama administration knew that their direct management of an asset against the Trump administration would create paperwork, payments, complicating things that could be found out. And so they went to other European countries and said, you do us a favor, we do you a favor, but the favor we want from you is actually to go against our country, our presidential candidate, Donald Trump. And that is treasonous. That is straight treason to ask another country to attack your country. And I think that occurred. And I think that if we knew who had authorized that, we would have a person to be at the center of this broader RICO conspiracy.
Yeah. And traditionally, it's been Britain and France who play that role.
Huge intel presence in Italy as well.
Huge intel presence in Italy as well. Italy. Interesting. Matt Gaetz would have been a great attorney general, but he was not allowed to. Commentary, Donald Trump. Iran must immediately stop their highly paid proxies in Lebanon from causing trouble. If they don't, I will hit Iran with very hard again, just like we did last week, only harder. President Donald J. Trump, yeah, he's great. Look at this.
That America is the greatest place. That America is the greatest place on earth.
You got More Than a Feeling playing, and the Anand go-karts. Look at that. Shriners. They like that. Brian Cates, political commentary. Imagine how frantic they're gonna be to get this lid back on Pandora's box once Pulte drops it. Seth Rich took DNC emails on a thumb drive. Number 2, Seth Rich gave the emails to Julian Assange at WikiLeaks. Number 3, Seth Rich was killed in a targeted assassination operation by MS-13. Number 4, 2 MS-13 cartel members were then found dead in a car in South Carolina. They covered it up. To cover up and lay down a false flag trail as to how the DNC emails came to Assange and WikiLeaks, the government gangsters entered into a criminal conspiracy to create a fake report with help from CrowdStrike. 6, the purpose of CrowdStrike creating fake report that claimed Russian hackers stole emails remotely over the internet was to steer public attention away from the Seth Rich murder and how WikiLeaks got the emails. Yeah, I think we all knew all of this stuff, didn't we? Thanks, Brian Cates. Yes, declassify it all. They should. Oh, here's some protesters. Mila Joy, this paid protester agitator discusses what he charges for different levels of rage when protesting. So let's get a look at this. It's very interesting. This is the libtards, a crazy.
Really, it's paid. Speaking of being paid, how much do you get paid to protest? I know that's a pretty
usually
popular thing.
protest rates go like outside agitator rates or just strict protest rates.
Like just like sign up, put your coat on, hold a sign that was pre-made for
Signs
you.
low.
Obviously,
You just
right?
hold a sign. I got a couple of pictures holding signs. I can tell you those contracts are lower, maybe 20 an hour to hold a sign. You want to outside agitate? I go 50 an hour.
Nice.
I go 50 an hour. And then that once we pass certain temperatures, we're in the negatives. Like negative 30 Minneapolis, I'm charging 100 an hour to be out here.
Yeah, you better.
You know who's paying me too.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I got the same check last week.
Exactly. I know.
We get like, I mean, I was getting 35 an hour, but you know, I wasn't screaming my lungs off. I was only I was
There's
screaming.
contingencies.
Yeah.
In these
Well, they make you
agitated-
wear those decibel readers to see how loud you're
They
actually
do.
chanting.
They do. And the right doesn't know. MAGA doesn't know about that yet.
Yeah, we do.
MAGA doesn't know about the decibel readers.
We do
I got one
now.
on me right now.
We do now. We know all about the decimal readers now. Oh yeah, they want to be loud. They got to prove that they're loud by wearing decimal readers. Disgusting. These people are so stupid. Look at the Happy Father's Day for Trump. This is when Barron was a young boy. Look at this.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, first you will have lunch and then you go to school.
Now you can do reading, writing, and arithmetic. Goodbye. I want all A's.
Okay.
Okay, all A's. And when you get older, what are you going to remember? No drugs, no alcohol, no cigarettes. And you know what else? No tattoos. I don't ever want to see tattoos on you.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, first you will have lunch and then you go to school.
So cute. What a cute little boy he was. And very smart too. This is a major scandal. Ron Johnson. Let's hear what Ron Johnson has to say.
We need to get to the bottom of this. And right now, I'm just using this moment. I need the mainstream media, CBS, ABC, CNN, to step forward and start covering what is a major scandal. How many thousands, tens, hundreds of thousands of people are permanently disabled or possibly lost their life because our FDA hid the fact that there were safety signals screaming at them with the COVID injection. So again, you can't answer all my questions in terms of but we need to figure out who is running this deep state. We need to get to the bottom of this. And right now, I'm just using this moment. I need the main.
Okay, it looks like Rose Thistlehart is here. Gonna say hi to her, and we're gonna be stopping the show, coming to the end here. So let me just give this little exclamation points because my keyboard is working. I got rid of that old keyboard. Alicia gave me a new keyboard. So there you go. All right. And Kathy says, good night, everyone. And Cap 78 Pack says, hello, Rose Thistlehart. And Rose Thistlehart says, hi, Cap 78 Pack. Good to see you. And then Valronian says, but who is he charging? George Soros? NGOs? Is the story I keep hearing? I have been repeating what I have read, and I would hate to be mistaken. Yeah, George Soros is just one of the many. I mean, he's got so many different NGOs that are connected to him and other people too, like the Singham guy, Roy Singham, I think his name is. There are a number of them, but Soros is one of the biggies. And his main goal is to destroy America. So we don't want that to happen. Oh yeah, and Valronian knows that. George Soros once said that he wanted to end American exclusivism. I guess we're seeing how you go about doing that. Yeah. If you have unlimited budget to work with, right? And he was getting a lot of his money from USAID. So he wasn't really spending a lot of his own money. Now he might be, now that USAID thing was plugged up. So yeah, very interesting. And then I said, hi, Rose Thistle Art. And then Catherine says, good night, everyone. And Rose Thistle Art says, radiating heart, Truth Quest, Aaron Moriarty, good to see you. And Valeronian and Cap 78 Pack and Kathy. Well, good to see you too. I got to give my little message. Thank you all. I can use spaces now too. So very much. Exclamation points. We'll put some hearts on there too, just because they're fun to put up. Okie dokie, Pinocchio. And then, let's see, Rosa Slar, George Soros uses the NGOs to get taxpayers to pay for their own demise. Yes, he does. Cap 78 Pack says, I said my thank yous and goodbyes above. Oh, okay. I'll go find that. Thanks for that. Let's see. Scrolling. Oh, it's a lot of... Oh, here it is. Cap 78 Pack says, enjoy the show. Have enjoyed your shows from the beginning, Aaron. Thank you. God bless you. Much love. Peace in worldwide. And see you Wednesday. Thank you very much, Peggy. Appreciate that. And then Valeronian says, thank you, Aaron. You're welcome, buddy. And then I said, thank you all so very much, because you're the Truth Questers. And then Valeronian says, good night, fellow Truth Questers. And good night to you all. Remember, we do this Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 9 p.m. Central, because we're just downrange of strange, where the outrageous is contagious and the paranormal is the new normal. So keep your cameras and phones pointed to the skies so you can take a picture of that crazy UFO and come out of the Truth Quest and talk about it, because we'd love to hear about your UFO stories. Look at that thing. Oh, yeah. Otherworldly. Yes. I wonder what their world is like. Makes you wonder. Well, thank you again, and peace in. That's world peace, baby. Yeah. Peace in.